And according to the UW-Milwaukee Center for Economic Development, the unemployment rate in Metro Milwaukee among black men ages 16 to 65 is 47.1, 22.1 for Hispanics, and 18.1 for white males. What does Ron Johnson propose to turn that around and to bring, not just retaining jobs, but bringing jobs back?
Sure. Let's just talk about youth. As I'm traveling around the state, you're talking to farmers. They're having a hard time finding workers. Now, are those the most desirable jobs? I certainly did it. I think it's a very good level of experience. Get out there and work on a farm. So, from a state level, I would like to see some mechanism to bring those, the hardcore teen unemployment, bring those folks to the Wisconsin farmers and solve that solution. That's just one mini solution. I'd encourage people to go onto YouTube and type in Steve Wynn. He does about a 5-minute piece where he's talking about, he's the fellow that does Wynn Resorts in Las Vegas. He's also creating resorts in Macau, in China, communist China. And his point is the level of uncertainty, the climate for business investment is far more certain in communist China than it is in the U.S. here. I think we have created such a high level of uncertainty in this economy.
The level of uncertainty, isn't the level of uncertainty part of a side effect, if you will, of our democracy, of the continuing horse trading, if you will, the partisan back and forth? That uncertainty, it seems to me, is a byproduct of that. We've had, Democratic and Republican administrations in the White House. We've had Democratic and Republican control of Congress. With that sort of partisan politics, doesn't certainty for business, isn't that a harder hurdle to clear than it is in a place like China?
Well, again, you have to take a look at the overall agenda. I come from the viewpoint that it is the private sector that creates jobs, and if you can get government out of the way, I would argue that the cause of the financial collapse really was the housing bubble. It burst, and I believe that was the creation of Washington. Quite honestly, in this financial regulation bill, 2,300 pages. Just first of all, think about 2,300 pages. It created 243 new rules, but it didn't even address Fannie and Freddie. It did not address the root cause of that problem.